Hey man, good morning guys. How we doing?
Good.
What's happening?
Not much. Hey, so
It's like, come here. Sorry.
oh,
Super friendly.
yeah, it seems like a nice guy.
Come here, Slim.
So we're looking into who's selling to Tony Cheer. Right now, we found him with some alcohol earlier this week. So he kind of implicated it was from here. So have you seen Tony recently?
I haven't seen Tony. I've known Tony for a long time. He knows I don't like him.
Okay.
So when he sees there's been a couple times I've come out to dump trash or hey, what do you get down, slug? And I've seen him walking through the McDonald's parking lot, like he's coming, and he sees me, he goes away.
Okay.
So I haven't seen him.
Do you know if there's
Joey that used to work here?
Yeah.
I know he did. He's in Louisiana right now. I don't even think he's coming back. He left 3-4 weeks ago, and his mom was sick.
Okay.
And he's a no-call, no-show, so I doubt he's coming back.
Okay.
But I know he used to, and I don't know if you know who Joey is.
Yeah, Joe Moore.
He's kind of a hothead,
Yeah.
so I don't say anything to him. I just let him do his thing just so he doesn't get all volatile.
Sure.
But it might have been, well, if it was last week, it wouldn't have been Joey because he's been gone.
Yeah, it was actually this week. It would have been Tuesday, Wednesday, and this morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
This morning we
So-
came across him. He had a brand new.
Well, he hasn't been here.
You know of anybody that might be buying for him by chance?
There's a guy named Jack. I do one shift at Emery's Moonshine as well.
Yeah.
And same thing. I think whenever he sees my truck or whatever, he just doesn't come in. But
Yeah.
there's a guy named Jack. I don't know if he's homeless. You probably know him too. He drinks pretty heavy. Has a dog. He's always hanging out back in the willows there behind Safeway and whatnot.
Okay, I was thinking Brandon that lives up the road here in Vasquez. I know him and Tony hang out. He's always got a pit.
Brandon.
He's always got a pit bull with him. I can't think of his last name.
Let me ask
Oh,
you.
does he wear glasses? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not who I'm thinking of.
Has he been working all morning then?
I have.
Have you sold anybody a case of 15 rack of Budweiser?
No, I've had one customer, and it was a pack of smokes.
Okay.
What else would the guy buy? A 6-pack, something. No.
Okay. Here's the issue, man. It was a problem initially to the point where we actually had to label him a habitual drunkard. We were dealing with him 3, 4, 5 times a week.
Oh yeah.
You know, and so we labeled him a habitual drunkard. Since we did that, he kind of cleaned up, and we haven't been contacting him routinely.
Yeah.
But here this last week, we're right back to where we were before.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is, and it's liquor license or liquor establishments that are selling that we think that he's getting it through. He's not going to any places and buying a beer. You know, like up at the ditch or over Dino's.
I saw him at the ditch the other day. I went to bring Scotty some ice and got a hamburger.
Okay.
And he was eating lunch, but he wasn't drinking. I actually looked. to
Yeah,
see.
and Scotty knows not to serve him.
Yeah.
Like he'll serve him food, but not alcohol.
Right.
So what we're gonna do,
Same
man,
thing.
is we're
Yeah,
gonna
last
reserve
one.
this, but we're also for all the
Liquor
liquor
stores.
stores in between here and Fraser, we're gonna go ahead and we're serving everybody just we're just doing our part to follow up on this one.
Marty, I worked Sunday at Scott's. I've been here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today,
Yeah.
I do the opening shift, and I've worked till 3 or 4 o'clock, and I have not seen him. Marty, the owner,
Yeah.
he definitely wouldn't do it because he doesn't like Tony either. He's stolen from here. We actually kicked him out of his store, so he wasn't allowed in here a long time ago. But Joey still
I think
let
what
him.
we're trying to do is maybe we're not targeting anybody. We're just doing an investigation.
Right.
So what we're going to do is he's going to serve you this paperwork here, and we're just going to pull sales records from that period of time that we've caught him with alcohol. And maybe, I mean, if anything else, maybe we'll find out somebody else that's coming in and buying what he's been caught with. We'll find out somebody else that's buying for him and pass it along to him.
I know what was he caught drinking?
So on.
Just because I know he drinks those Steel Reserves. From
Yeah,
Scott's.
what's interesting is on Wednesday morning he had a 175 of Smirnoff, and then this morning he had a brand new case that he had just opened of a 15 rack of Budweiser, and it was the American flag cans.
Okay. Well, that's all places.
Right, yeah.
We have video. There's a girl that works here.
Uh-huh.
That it's Marty's niece. She closed Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Okay.
She's coming in this morning, like 11 or noon, and I'll talk to her and let her know. And
Yeah, if she wants
ask.
to reach out to us, we'd be more than willing to talk to her. Yeah, like I said, man,
She knows, but she's kind of timid.
Sure.
You know.
And we've contacted him pretty early in the morning that he could have bought it the night prior.
Right.
I would assume he would have drank it by then.
Right.
But like this morning, like I said, the case had just been opened and the one beer that was missing was full. That would lead me to believe he got it
She
this
got
morning.
this morning. There's
But,
no way it was.
So yeah, so if you want to give Marty my card and stuff,
Sure.
So basically, what we're asking for is just the sales, itemized sales receipts from the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Just trying to see who did it. And like I said, we're serving all the liquor stores as to not, just to be fair and equitable, to not target
Well,
anyone.
and the truth of the matter is, it could have came from any of the forms. You know what I mean? And honestly, if it's somebody that's buying for them, I'd like to find out who that is.
Sure.
The kibosh on that.
Well, sure, me too. I mean, I try to pay attention to that. When I'm at Scott's,
Yeah.
I always, if Jaeger,
Yeah.
he likes Jaeger. He used to buy Jaeger there a bunch, and those Steel Reserve singles. And so I kind of kept an eye on that. This guy Jack that I was talking about, I know he's buddies with and hangs out and drinks with. God, I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
But
when we went to his camp earlier this week, there was a bottle of wine there too. So it's been really weird stuff that he's drinking.
random.
Yeah.
That's what he's
probably
a habitual
because he
drunkard.
knows
I think he's getting what he can.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's not, because he can't come in and buy what he wants.
Right.
So I think he's at that point where he's using somebody or
Or his buddies are not buying the same thing, so they don't get suspicious. Because I kind of watched out for the Steel Reserve thing, and Jack wasn't buying those.
Right.
But he was buying 30 racks of PBR
right.
and
Oh, we've caught him
vodka.
with those too.
That could be anybody in ski town.
Well, right, exactly. So,
Red Stripe or PBR, that could be.
And I'll ask Keegan today when she comes in. I won't mention any of this to her at first, so she lies and see what she says if he's been in. But I know Joey used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's pretty upset when we came and served the original letter. Joey thought it wasn't right.
Yeah, he always is. I would be happy if he didn't come back here
Same.
with all his he's always anti-law, just with his rhetoric and his. I'm just like, I don't want to hear it.
No, we've dealt with the same thing with the guy, man. We know.
Yeah.
So,
And I was honestly hoping he wasn't going to be here today because I don't like talking to him.
I'm working for him right now. I'm picking up most of his shifts, which sucks because I'm working pretty much 7 days a week.
Right.
But I told Marty, I'm making extra money, and the way he treated customers too. I mean, his fuse he didn't have a fuse.
Yeah.
And I'm just, if he was here, I would go home. I wouldn't work. I told Marty I wouldn't work with him because I just can't deal with his anger. But anyway.
just a signature there, just saying, hey, you received this, and you're going to give it to Marty.
Okay.
And again, if
Both of
Marty's,
them?
yep, we'll leave a copy for you, and then we'll take a copy. And so, yeah.
Do you need my printed name?
Nope, you're good.
Just try and make it a little more legible.
Perfect. Appreciate it, man.
This one's for
Yeah,
us.
that's
Yep.
yours, this
And-
is card, and then here's another letter. It's the same letter as before.
Okay.
We're just going to reserve it to the liquor establishment just so everybody's aware that he's still a victim.
If somebody comes in and I'm suspicious that it's for him, can I refuse to serve them?
We're
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah, I think you're both separate.
You have the right to refuse service to anyone.
Yeah. Or just like say, hey, look, you come in here again and do it, I'll report you.
Yeah.
We do enough business with tourists in this store.
Right.
Marty's like, we're not going to care if him or any of his friends get pissed off at us and we don't really care.
Your $4 Steel Reserve is not going to break the budget.
Yeah.
So.
All right, man.
I really
Thanks, guys.
appreciate it, man. Thank you
bet.
very much.